With these beautiful sheep. Wow. We have captured everything from the morning until the fireworks. What a grand show, and I don't want to pick, and I can't pick the best moment. So if you want to watch the whole thing, please watch this video. One is, yeah, that's right. One is 6 kids here.
On Netflix or Hulu.
300mm woodchopping competition. So the log. Hello, good morning from Sydney. We are at Sydney Royal Easter Show 2026. It's the first time we are visiting this show. So welcome to our channel, and we are going to at least try to capture everything possible until the fireworks tonight. So please join us, and it is going to be an amazing show today. Sydney's Royal Easter Show is one of the biggest agricultural show in Australia, if not the biggest one. And it has been happening since 1823. So it's, to be precise, is over 203 years old event. It's a big institution, and we never had chance to visit these around this time. So basically this is our first time, and we want to enjoy and we want to share everything possible, all the experiences along the day. This year, about 800,000 people will be visiting this Royal Easter Show, and obviously today is Easter Monday, so it is going to be jam-packed. I think last time we saw this many people when we attended World Cup, 2015 Cricket World Cup in MCG, and that was just a crazy moment. That was the final between Australia and New Zealand, and we watched that at MCG.
What about Vivid Drone Show?
Vivid Drone Show was really crazy, but it was not that many. I think we now have probably maybe 150,000, 200,000 people at once. And look at these. This is, I think it's going to take at least 15, maybe half an hour just to enter. Although we have booked our tickets, where it's not going to be that easy. It's going to be very, very difficult. It will be delayed, and everything will be super crowded today. So we are almost at the gate, and we are about to enter. And it says the Sydney Royal Easter Show, proudly presented by the Royal Agricultural Society of New South Wales. There, the organization started this show in 1823. As I mentioned, over 200 years ago. So it's a massive, massive legendary show, one of the biggest in Australia, and I hope we are going to be able to show you around everything possible. So that was the main entrance where we entered, and people are still entering, and it will be massive, huge crowd. And on this other side, if you can see that stadium, that's basically the Angie Stadium. That Angie Stadium will be one of the main attractions for today. If we can get a seat there, then we will be able to capture all the attractive shows from 5 o'clock until the fireworks. So let's join us. It is going to be a huge day today. And there are so many gift shops on both sides of this walkway. This is just a beautiful electric environment. And on the left-hand side, we have these kids sections with lots of different rides and slides. Wow, this is grand. I don't think you need much of a commentary in this section, because it is just so enjoyable. Just enjoy this environment, and I will try to capture as much as possible. Wow, what an atmosphere, very, very electrifying, and people are screaming. And look at this, we have got 2 massive sushis here. I love these bubbles, and look at these. They are selling such a variety of show bags, and there will be plenty. And not just the gift shops, they are so beautifully decorated. So it's like a wonderland. And we have a massive Ferris wheel from Kiss. And just beside that Ferris wheel, we have the NG Stadium, where we plan to spend most of our time later today. Sydney Royal Easter Show has been a mammoth, a pivotal thing for the connection between rural and urban Australia. This kind of show always brings the skills from the farmers, the rural stories, and a variety of different things like wood chopping and many other things to the city life. And people in city, they can realize what's the driving force behind Australian agriculture and economy. Oh, what an atmosphere. We are just pushing and keep walking towards the flow of the mob, and it is just fantastic. This on the left hand side, we have the Sheep Pavilion. We are going to visit that later, and it is going to be amazing. Oh, the Wiggles. We are having a Wiggle show. That's Australian icon. Always these royal shows, whether it's a Royal Hobart show or Royal Easter show, it always brings agricultural skills and agricultural tools into the show, and no exceptions here. So let's walk through this area, and this is one of my favorite because it actually demonstrates how the farmers operate, how they work in these beautiful, amazing agricultural fields. And it says Sydney Antique Machinery Club. So they are actually displaying heritage motors and machineries that used to be operated in agricultural and other sectors. Look at the tractor, wow! And this one is already operational. And we have plenty more here. I think someone is operating a big grinder for corn. Wow, this is beautiful. And that's actually called Rider Hot Engine. At the end of this heritage machinery, we have this big machinery, the Ferris wheel. So this is the Angie Stadium where we plan to spend a lot of time this evening. And just beside that, as I mentioned, a lot of people are queuing for this Kiss Ferris wheel. Wow, what an atmosphere. Every corner is filled with people, and they are just deciding which action to take, which options, activities will be suited, and you have plenty to choose from. And this section is called Animal Walk. So we'll be able to see a lot of animals, and as I showed you, we have a sheep pavilion, and similarly there are a few more pavilions. And these kind of shows, these agricultural shows, are always filled with lots of animals, and that's probably one of the biggest attraction, all these sushi actors. Let's join us, and we are entering the sheep pavilion. This is one of the major attractions. I think in that section they're doing some sheep shearing, so maybe I should go there and see if I can capture a little bit of it. Maybe this angle I'll have a little bit better coverage from this particular area, because on the pavilion it's just impossible to sit at the moment. It's completely full. I think it's a very difficult job, and the sheep shearing or any shearing could be painful if they're not too careful, because it could be very painful for the animals. Oh, it's a parallel processing. Two guys are doing in parallel of two sheep. One is, yeah, that's right. One is manually done, old time, and the other one is like automated using a machine. From that side, from that sheep shearing section, we are having this very, very cuddly moments with these beautiful sheep. Wow, this is nice. Wow.
So they're okay with that.
Wow.
They don't mind.
So thick.
It's get quite cold up there.
Amazing. Thank you. And so this is my most impressive section of this sheep arena, or pavilion rather. It's spinners and weavers. Look at these. This is just amazing, and they're demonstrating extraordinary skills. And this cabinet, they are displaying different kind of wools they have collected from the sheep, and they have got prize. So this is very similar, and this guy has got second prize, and maybe this is the most successful exhibitor. And look at my background. This is the most interesting feature of this kind of royal show, when you have so many farm animals well preserved and very nicely displayed at the heart of the city in Sydney. And we have quite a lot of, maybe thousands of sheep here. And woo, somebody, whoa, that became very, whoa, that was very unexpected. Yeah, that sheep was not very happy and revolt. But anyway, what I was saying, that this is the main feature why the royal shows are so amazing, and we love this, and this is just a gigantic scale. So we are now inside the poultry and pigeon show, Poultry Pavilion. Everywhere we have so many people. That's fantastic. Oh, there is a competition going on, I think. Oh, so many eggs. I think these are different poultry. They are entering a competition, and they are showing different size and shapes of eggs. And there is a judging panel, I'm sure. They are judging all these eggs, and there will be winner eventually. Oh, they have already decided. There are some prize already given, second, third positions. Yeah, these eggs are blue eggs. Wow.
Dark eggs.
Oh, these are dark eggs, yeah. The other side, we have the source where the eggs come from. So that's why it's called Poultry Pavilion. Wow. And this section is called Pat a Chick. And people are patting a chick. Wow, this is so cute. So tiny. And to look at these chicks, we have quite a lot of chicks. Oh, this chick is very curious, looking at my camera. And to look at this section, this is like an oven, and it has got a temperature control about 37.4 degree. And look at these eggs. The chicks are coming out of these eggs. Wow, this is a fantastic thing to see. Look at these are fresh eggs, and these chicks just came out, just newly born chicks. Wow, I never seen this before. Beautiful. To look at this pigeon section, we have variety of pigeons, and that is also part of a competition. Look at this first prize and the second prize. So this guy has got the first prize, and look at this pigeon, he is the champion. Wow, very big and very ornamented pigeon. And looking at my Osmo and thinking, what's this guy is doing? Don't you have better things to do today? And I don't need any music for this section. They're making so much noise. And look at these guys. They're so big. Wow. Huge. And all right. And look at this section. This is Sydney Royal Champions Row. So all the different category winners are placed in one place. Look at the size. This is just fantastic. And we also have very big ducks. Look at this arena. This is just fantastic. So far, this is unique. I never experienced this before. So this is probably my most favorite so far. From the poultry, we are entering the pig and goat section. It is really impressive, and that's why this is one of the biggest agricultural show, if not the biggest one in Australia. And we have this goat show and the pig show. Look at this. I think this is a stall from some high school, and they are displaying variety of goats. Wow, this is amazing. This guy has been taken to somewhere else to demonstrate something, I guess. And now the judging has started. Their product, the sheep, goat or pig, and these are the judging panel sitting there, will be judging the size and different variety, different parameters before they decide the winner, and the champion will be decided. The judges rather started to judge all those goats. and it's showcasing a beautiful information board. Look closely what makes each pig breed different. And look at this mama pig, and she has got 6 kids here. So a couple of them are under lights, and these 5 kids are together, the piglets. And mama pig is very busy eating, and she was drinking water a little bit earlier. And we have a lot of variety of pigs. Look at this guy, so big. And they're just sleeping. We are now entering a working dairy farm, and I'm sure it's going to be very interesting. Look at the whole section. This is actually a working dairy farm. And let's find out what's happening here. So there are lots of goats, and you can actually feed them, pat them. This is like an open farm. It's not controlled, so the animals are just roaming around, and the children are feeding them. It's a completely different vibe, and it's really unique idea. If you actually visit a real farm, then you can experience this beautiful thing in this particular way. No exception here. And look at this, the interactions. They're coming towards you. I think at least we have maybe 2,000 people inside this working dairy farm. And look at these animals. They're also very friendly, interacting with you. That was an amazing experience. Open farm, the operational or functional dairy farm, and that was just an amazing idea. And from there we are now entering the cattle show. We are having lots of massive cattle of different variety. Wow, look at the size. All these animals are brought to Sydney, heart of the city, and this is why this kind of shows are connecting urban and rural part of New South Wales. This is just amazing. It's just fantastic display. And this Sydney Royal Easter Show happens every year for 2 weeks around this Easter time. And so this is just amazing. And it's going to be running until I think 13th of or 12th or 13th of April. So you have plenty of opportunity to come and visit all these beautiful animals. This is just amazing. Those pavilions were just amazing. From there, we are now going into Davidson Plaza. So this is the entrance to the arena. And this is because we are trying to capture the Lumberjack Show. That is going to be amazing. We are getting ready for the amazing Lumberjack Show. Last time we had a Lumberjack Show when we did our Alaska cruise, right? Yeah, Ketchikan, we had amazing Lumberjack Show.
Let's see what Melissa can do. She's eyeing it up. Here comes the windup. Let's hear it for Melissa, Melissa fans. Bullseye! All right, here comes Marcel. Let's hear it for Marcel. Here he goes. Let's see what he can do. He's on the target. Bullseye! So Mason, if Lyle hits the target, you're out of it. All right, let's hear it for Lyle. Here we go. 4 points. So it's 5-4-4. Mason, you're out of here. Give Mason a big hand. All right, Melissa, you got to lead with 5, tied with Marcel. Come on, everybody, cheer on. Here we go. Let's see what you can do. Here's the windup. 4 points. All right, leaving the door open for Marcel. Everybody tell Marcel, you can do it. All night long. Here we go. 4 points. So Lyle, if you get a 5, it is going to be all tied up. Son, there's more pressure on you than my suspenders. All right, he's out of here. Everybody say bye-bye. Alright, here we go. Let's see what it is. This is going to be the final thing. This is it. And folks, I forgot to tell them, whoever wins this competition today, they get themselves a 24-ounce ribeye Wagyu beef steak. Oh man. Here we go. Let's see what Melissa can do. Who wants Melissa to win this? Who wants Marcel? Ooh. Here we go. Marcel, you stick it, you're the champ. Let's see what happens. Here we go. If Marcel misses, we're going to have a throw-off. And there's your winner, give him again. How about for all of them? One, go! All right, we're going on to make 2 cuts. Let's see how fast they go. All right, we got a little bit of a lead right now for Mason. Marcel, better hurry up a bit. It's going to be close. Come on, everybody, cheer him on. Come on, look at him go, look at him go. Mason's falling a little bit behind. Marcel's got to come on and lead. He's got to get to the end of touch and look at him go really fast. Come on, everybody, cheer him on. And you're off. Come on, folks, cheer him on. Is it going to be Lyle or is it going to be Mason? Or Chase? Lyle's got a huge knot on the backside of this log. It may hear from. Come on, everybody, cheer him on. Who's going to make the turn first? When you go turn, cheer him on. Who's going to turn first? Who's going to turn first? When they turn, let's hear him cheer. Come on, cheer him on. And there goes Lyle. He's got the lead back. Chase needs him out. Everyone, chase, 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 chase. They're doing a good job out there. The chips are flying out really fast. Who's going to be? Now when this guy starts doing, he finished, we're going to go into the canoe race. It's going to be down and back. Who's going to break first? Who's going to break first? It's going to be close. It's going to be close. It's getting ready to break out. Oh, that's pretty close right now. They're going. They're going to go. Everybody cheer on. They pass halfway through. All right, they got to go back this way. Now this might get down and dirty because they do not like to lose. Somebody may be getting a backsplash or something happening. They're going to go. Marcel's canoe's out of whack. He's going to hit him head on. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, they're splashing water at each other. First one up on top of the stage is going to be the winner. Who's it going to be? And there's your winner, Mason! Let's give him a big hand. Out to the road. Come on, Melissa. Melissa. Lie up. Lie up. If you want to see them both get wet, let's yell long. Oh! And Lyle stays dry. What do you mean that's not fair? He slipped in a wet spot. Melissa wants to come back. And here we go. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, everybody, cheer him on. Give me Melissa, give me Lyle, they're not going to ball. Oh, Lyle, Melissa going up there, cheer him on, look at him go. He tries to give her a splash for the runner, look at him go up there. Lyle's got rock and roll, cheer him on, Melissa's taking out of Matonas. Look at him go, who's going to win it? Oh, no! What a hard. Let's cheer him on. Who's going to win? 3, 2, 1, go. All right, the rock and roll, they're moving and doing, look at him go up there, Lyle. Come on, everybody, cheer him on, they both want to win. Melissa, Melissa, Lyle, Lyle, Melissa. All right, there's your winner. Give him a big hand. Lyle's giving instructions. He says, what are you saying, Lyle? Nothing. Yeah?
The guy on YouTube,
The guy on YouTube?
when I saw him do it, it worked really well.
That was you. Here we go. Let's get it going. Here's Marcel. You're going to take him out. Let's see if Lyle can do it. All right, he's going to spin that log. Look at it, folks. Cheer him on. Here they go. Log rolling with roller skates. How about it? Give him a hand. Well, should we do it one more time? One more time. That log got the first fall. All right. Hey, you know what, Marcel? I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to skate through this one. Here we go. Let's go. And let's see if Lyle can get it rolling again. Or got it moving, got it moving, got it moving, go moving. All right. Oh, that's pretty easy. But you know what? If you're really good, you could probably turn. Well, no, you're crowded and move over. Move back over. Uh-oh, he's going the wrong direction, Marcel. All right, what's going on? Can he turn? Can he turn? Can he do it? I've seen him do the twist one time before. He might not do it. And he did it! Give him a hand! All right. Can you do it one more time? Everybody say, one more time. One more time. There goes Larry, lost his hat. Whoa, whoa. Give those boys a big hand.
It is just appalling weather at the moment. It's just crazy. But we got completely wet. But after the Lumberjack show, this is the show I'm recording. It's the high jump, high dive show. Amazing demonstration of the pirates. They're going to dive from that position. It is really high, really high. Imagine when they will go on the top. That will be amazing. Ooh, pray for them. Wow, they're going to jump together. Rather tight together. Wow. Wow. That was fantastic. Same position, and not the top, but it's really high. And she's going to dive alone, backward. Let's see what happens. I think they're going to jump synchronized. Wow, very impressive. Three gentlemen will be diving together. And the middle one is looking at far ships. The ships are sailing towards far apart. Is there anybody around the horizon? Four of them will be diving together, synchronized. Five of them actually. Wow, what a show. And they have got some treasure. Wow, that's their reward. I wonder, are they going to go to the top? Wow, beautiful. Very, very artistic pirates. Oh, that's a limping pirate. Wow, clapping pirate and diving. Amazing display, fantastic. Arriving at the top. This is going to be magnificent. Even thinking of this act, I'm getting goosebumps. This is just amazing. just a fantastic act. What a performance that was. Amazing show. Just beside the Elders store, we have a big arena full of donkeys. Look at these donkeys. There are quite a lot of donkeys. It's raining at the moment, although it's not raining that much. They're just very timid, standing there quietly. This is just as equal in the morning, even after the rain. It is electrifying atmosphere. I think the weather system that was causing all those rains during the Lumberjack and those high dive, high jump show are going to go away, and from 4 o'clock onwards we're going to get maybe not sunshine but drier weather, and during the evening, because we still have another 5-6 hours to go. So many people. This is just a royal show, literally a royal show. So now we have got about half an hour gap between the next activity, that will be a grand parade. And so we are having these a little bit of chicken and chips. And we are getting this Dirty Bart snack pack. It's chicken schnitzel with fries and smothered in gravy. And we have got our Dirty Bart pack, snack pack, schnitzel with chicken and smothered in gravy. After our little bit of lunch, we just came here for a show which is called Unicycle. And this guy is almost ready.
Is called riding a unicycle. Judging by that reaction, most of you can ride one. Alright, moving along to some tricks. Second trick, riding the unicycle with 1 foot extended. Land back on it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump up on the wheel, look up, smile, and a couple people kick her. Let's go! Part is getting out of it, very tricky transition into wheel walk. Awesome, thank you. I know I might make this look easy. I have been unicycling for over 37 years, which is kind of funny because I'm only 30. Alright, now that I'm warmed up, let's get started. My name's... I hope not. Oh, you have a lighter? Awesome, thank you for still smoking. Alright, go ahead, just give it a throw. Awesome, now I need wallets. You're probably wondering why I don't use my own. The reason I don't use my own is everyone saw this guy gave me the lighter, so if I start anything on fire, his fault. Look at all the witnesses, sir. Alright, here you go, coming in hot. Oh, intercepted, awesome. Alright, let's get some music going for this and give it a try. You know what this is? A real ski suit. It's very hot and it's very, very flammable. Just for the fire, I'm gonna take it off. If you haven't guessed yet, this is a comedy show. Wait until you see my shorts. I actually hold the Guinness World Record for the longest legs. If I was a female, I would be a millionaire, but instead I'm working the streets. Double standards. I apologize, I put way too much fuel on the torches. They're not supposed to be that big. Let's wait 20 minutes. Oh, wow, those are huge. I will attempt to juggle them with the big flames, but if I do, catch on fire. Fire blanket, fire extinguisher right there. Someone run up and use them. Don't just sit there and take photos. And this is not a fire extinguisher. This is vodka. Kids, never try this at home. Try it at Grandma's house. Yeah! She will let you do anything. That's where I learned. Thanks, Grandma. Alright, here we go. Oh, a bunch of people trying to get photos, get a good one. I can't believe they're taking them. They're $10 each. Alright, here we go. Juggling fire, huge flames. Come on, guys, I'm juggling fire! I know it's not much, but you can't do it. I'll try a couple tricks. Under the leg. Under the other leg. Under the same leg. Crisscross applesauce. Some chops. Here we go. One more silly joke. 10 minutes after eating Mexican. And 2 more tricks. A double. And my hardest and most dangerous trick. Behind my back. My ex's favorite. That's not funny. Alright. Next up, I show you 3 of my hardest tricks I've ever learned on one wheel. Then we'll do the grand finale. Out using my hands. A very dangerous trick for these kids. Called the running kick up mount. 2 more tricks in the grand finale. This next trick is a trick that I like to call Look, Mom, No See. And my last trick is the hardest trick I've ever learned to do in my entire life. Took over 3 years of hard work and dedication, pedaling with my hands backwards in a handstand position without a helmet. But I'm only gonna do it if you guys wanna see it. Alright, this is actually one of my signature tricks. It's even on my logo. Alright, here we go. Sorry about the view. I like to call this one, ouch. This one might take a couple attempts. It is a very difficult trick. Attempt number 1. Alright, I let go. For real this time, I want everyone on the count of 3, ever in this time. 1, 2, 3. I bet when you woke up this morning, you didn't expect to see this. And if you're not smiling by now, I don't know what's gonna make you. Or if you're on drugs, this is really happening. Alright, I just set that pole down in the back by the fence. Yep. Then I'm gonna have you grab those 2 dangerous objects, the sword and the torch. Yep, I'll teach you, yep, grab those 2. I'll teach you how to throw them, yep, both of them. The other one too, yep. And then just stand, see the blood stain? Real quick fun fact of the day, do you know where Skittles come from? Taste the rainbow. Oh, that's my best joke. Alright, start with the torch. Hold it like this. Yep, the torch, and just a straight toss. 1, 2, 3. Alright, when you throw the knife, try not to flip it, and if it comes back to you, run. It is sharp, it will cut you. 1, 2, 3. Big round of applause, you can have a seat. Alright, I just need to light the torch 1 second. By the way, last year, I set the Guinness World Record for the tallest unicycle. I rode a 44-foot unicycle. That's over 13 meters high. If you want to see it, there's a documentary coming out about it later this year, and it's probably either going to be on Netflix or Hulu. Thanks again for watching. Let's do this. Something that has taken over 30 years of hard work and dedication. If I mess up, I could burn myself, cut myself, or die. Judging by that reaction, that's what you want. You guys are sick in Australia. but I like you. All right, there's no guarantees. I'll give it my best attempt. Everyone, a slow, rhythmic clap, 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 clap. I'm just as surprised as you are. If I could get the pole guy back here to grab that pole. Pole guy, pole guy.
After that beautiful unicycle show, we are having the street parade. I just love this miniature railway. On Easter Sunday, yesterday, we went to Lithgow for the zigzag railway, and that was just a fascinating experience. That video will come a little bit later because I have to edit that. And look at these. These are actually very, very authentic, real railways. And the sound when they are going over the tracks are also real, very real, really nice. And that guy just starting. And to hear the sound, they're very, very real. Yesterday we went on that zigzag railway and that was fascinating. Very similar looking train. It's just there is no steam here, but it is amazing. Running so smoothly. And actually they have 3 trains running parallel and they have a spare one, a spare engine. The middle ground looks like a car shed. What a wonderful setup. What can I say? This is continuing and it's actually like probably halfway through. Now we are entering the flower and garden and it's endless, it's massive. I think you can easily come a couple of times, maybe 3 times during the duration of this beautiful show, and it's very difficult to cover everything in one day, but we are trying hard and this is going to be a very long video. So now we are entering the flower and garden. This is a massive hall displaying different artwork using variety of flowers and plants. Wow, what a fantastic artwork using beautiful flowers and plants. Amazing. This is just amazing. I think it's just too difficult to cover every corner, and this is like Sydney flower show, like Melbourne flower show. Look at these urban agricultural artwork. This sheep and these birds, they're made with different lentils. Wow, this is fantastic. And it's continuing. There are so many. This butterfly is made with different kind of grain and lentils. And the map of Australia, this is made with pasta. Variety of pasta and lentils. Beautiful. Look at this section, National Honey Show, and variety of people are basically displaying their honey products, and these are all entry forms. So basically they have entered a competition of producing best honey. Wow, this is grand. National Honey Show. Wow, amazing. And these guys have won some award producing one of the best honey. At this corner they are having a very large scale honey testing and you have to queue for it. From this beautiful Australian honey shop we are buying a special macadamia honey. So this is quite unique. This is spatially authentic and very unique. Macadamia honey, I never seen these before. Actually, we also have a cake decoration section. This is the cake decoration section, and look at these. We have so many different varieties of cakes, and actually they have also a competition, as we have seen this before. Every section has got a competition going on, and these are all entries. Like Peter Freeman, this is his entry, and some of the cakes are really beautiful. Look at this candied fruit on top of this fruit cake. This is just too generous, I think. When we are at the Royal Show, without the wood chopping, it's never going to be complete journey. So look at this. This whole arena is for wood chopping. It is just gigantic scale. Look at the arena. It's just massive. And there is a competition starting now.
1, 2, 3.
Wow.
One from Queensland, as you can see, is rated higher. The other one from USA.
And I think they were describing this is like a 300mm wood chopping competition. So the log is 300mm in diameter, and whoever can chop it first is going to be the winner.
How they are able to use and manage with the wood that they've got and the axe and the technique they have. So let's see how we go.
Oh, Queensland is the winner here. And look at the arena. This is just so brilliant. It is wood chopping at a different scale. Like maybe 2,000 people are watching wood chopping. This is another section of this royal show, and we have a massive dome sponsored by Woolworths, our Australian supermarket. I think this is the biggest Woolworth we ever been. And look at this pumpkin section. So we got these 6 macarons, and we got this from this Macaron de Paris shop. And look at this donut making section, donut puffs. It's mammoth operation. They're making hundreds of donuts in a minute. Hello and good evening, and thank you very much for watching this video this far. It's becoming a very long video, but no point of breaking it up because this is one show. And now this is the evening time and we are going inside the NG Stadium because we have a massive lineup. It will be another 4 to 5 hours, extraordinary show. So I'm going to capture most of it as an highlight. So please join us and continue watching this video. So we have got very nice seats inside the Angie Stadium. And this evening we are actually having a jam-packed session. We are having a BMX ride, a show jump, and then there is a chicken run and a rodeo show. And then ultimately there will be fantastic fireworks at 8:50. So at the moment it's about 5 o'clock. So almost 4 hours show still remaining to be enjoyed, and it is going to be fascinating. So this is going to be very, very exciting time. It is already started. These are Australian saddle horse. First show will be show jumping, so the horses will demonstrate show jumping and they're almost ready, so it's going to start very soon. So this is the show jumping and this is the start of the evening session. Wow.
Maximum of 5 rounds. At the end of each round will go up in height. Hey Sydney, it's the warm-up round. All those hands.
The horses are just amazing. The show jumps are just spectacular, and we are going through different rounds.
Bring steel. So she's going to do exactly what JPR did. The 6-bar competition is such a simple competition to follow. You start at fence 1, you finish at fence number 6. There's 2 non-jumping strides between each of the fences. They sit down here and let catfish get a little bit settled. It's very big for a horse to come out into a stadium like this, cold early on in the night. Catfish clear over the first 3. 4 is right. 5th fence is clear. Comes up to the 6th.
What can I say? We're having a wonderful time, and I just came out of my seat just to walk around because all the lights are on and it is going to be fascinating to watch. So I'm going to show you around with the lights on, evening time. But first look at this stadium. This Angie Stadium is just so beautiful. It is just grand. So as soon as I just came out of Angie Stadium, look at this, look at my background, all the lights are on. This Ferris wheel, the Kiss Ferris wheel that you have seen so many times today, it's just illuminating and the whole area is just fantastic. It will be much better, brighter when it will be a little bit darker, but still it's beautiful. Wow, look at this. In the afternoon we had our lunch from this shop, and now this is just bright and shiny. The show has just finished and I think they're giving some prize, and it's a round robin league kind of setup. So every evening they will have different show jumping until they will decide a winner, I guess. But this is actually fantastic because all the participant horses and the riders, they're all together here now. James Pattinson Robinson, and he is an Olympian, as I learned.
One by the jumpers, but the eventers showing their skill and a magnificent job.
Oh, they are coming to the gallery. Whoa, that's wonderful.
And The owners of that horse slowly giving a high five to those riders.
Oh, okay, so people are giving high five with riders.
7 or 8 minutes time, Emma Irene is going to start.
Oh, in 5 minutes time, we're going to have Australian national anthem, so get ready. So we are standing up for the Australian national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as I said, what a great rendition by our vocalist here tonight, the lovely Miss Emma Irene.
We still have a little bit of time before the rodeo show starts, so I thought I'll just show you around. And these sections, we didn't came to these sections in the daytime because we simply didn't have time. But look at that Ferris wheel or similar kind of joyride. It's glowing in the nighttime and it is just super exciting. I'll show you the whole area. Look at these, it is just so beautiful. It's the main pavilion area and we have these beautiful joyride illuminating. I'll walk to the area first. Wow, this is grand. What an exciting city Sydney is, isn't it? It has got everything. Show is about to get started and all the rodeos are ready.
We want you to clap, scream, holler, and have a good time. The louder the cheer, the better the Cowboys ride. You get to let's put some energy here.
what a fantastic rodeo show we are having. We had amazing bull riding, and I think that was my favorite. The bull riders were just magnificent, so brave. It was amazing.
When you've come off a big win and you're confident. Come on, Toby. Set yourself. Come on, Well, what's the work about bullseye protection athletes?
The main attraction, the main events in the evening is about to start, and as you have seen the street parade in the evening, just before the evening, and that was quite glorious in the sunshine. And now in the evening they're back in the Angie Stadium, and we are going to be able to share that amazing lighting, and that street parade is just illuminating at night time. tribute to banjos was just extraordinary show. Please enjoy this.
How to search for water in the beds of dried up streams. You see, the Brumby runner saw the Brumby from a cry. But there's a bloke down underneath, known as Andrew Patterson, who can tell you a little bit more about this yarn. I'm going to let Banjo tell you a little bit more about this Aussie story.
So this is a show called Tribute to Banjo.
This is I Still Call. to you. My name's Dave Manchild. We'll see you some more with some more horses later on. Good evening, Sydney. See you soon.
Wow, what an electrifying show just about to get started.
How to travel in the beds of streams, how to hide and how to run, how to understand the song lines of the
And this is going to be our chicken run. Actually, the show is called Chicken Run. The next show is called Imagine the Horses.
Smoke, I tell you what we do. I know you saw Vegemite here at the Sydney Royal International.
This horse's name is Vegemite, and so this show is Imagine Horses.
Speaking of the boys and girls from the bush, when we come to the bush, we get dressed up with no light. I can't see you in the dark.
Look at the horses, they're lit up with the LEDs.
Why, mate? Why? Because we can. Now you come the horses, and I decided I'm going to try something a bit different tonight, mate. I brought the brooks and the dogs. They are cool, they're dirty, they're cute, they're curious. Come on, mate, let's go and have a look at the next one. Very well down in the uniform. Trust me, there is no secrets in our kids, so be careful. See, pull up, mate. First of all, what are you doing on foot? Wait, I've got the dogs. Get the broth. Let's come in. Mate, I left the arena here. What is going on here? Hey, what's up? Oh, look at the medic. You never guess what I got, mate. Where did you get it? So I got them all like this. That's us. Screwtail, green pin, stunt jumping, shark water. Okay. This one here, that's Picasso. Okay. He's not afraid of a paintbrush. Well, who's this one back here? What? That's Dom. What do you mean? Oh, you're a wild man, Gootsy. Hey, let's put these things away, mate. I have seen enough here tonight. Patches. Ladies and gentlemen, get behind the in-the-round cowgirl. Let's go. I'm digging. Where's the sentence, mate? That is cowgirl right there. Oh, Sydney Royal, bang your hands together now. The cowgirl is up. She's high. She's getting it done. And she is a cowgirl angel out here tonight. She's the angel. Does that make one of us the demon? The girl is making so many boys and girls pony clubs come true tonight. This is great now. Who likes what, kids? Hang on a minute.
Wow, what a colorful horses.
Stick around, my friend. Now, check this out. Sydney will be very, very cool. We're about to have our very own Pink Pony Club. Hit the lights, boys.
This is
Let's
really
go, Sydney. Mate, if I had to see that with my own eyes, I wouldn't believe it. Oh, wow, Lee. Take a picture, Sydney. So,
This is very, very intelligent way of displaying the horses. And you don't even lose any horse. This is the way.
let's take a look. We get a jump over the I like to introduce Sydney to draw your attention to the handy work of some of Australia's best men and women here. As they get smooth as fast. That's how we get along with these horses and look after these horses. These stockmen and women riding Australian stock. Oh, bless you, Sydney. Our old friend. Are you out now?
What a spectacular show. I hope you're enjoying this. This is just so grand. It's a proper royal show, I think, and this is our first time, so we are having a wonderful time and also having extraordinary time because we are able to share